All right, hey, I was just welcome to my video here. I'm just kind of hopping out and getting back into X-Force. So it may take a minute for live stuff to pop up on the screen for chat. But I'm not sure how long I'll be on. Um, but I'll be on for a bit. So I just uploaded a video for one of the viewers who was asking about blueprinting. So there'll be a video hopefully coming up, but just please keep in mind that like these videos when they're first uh, uploaded statically, I think the resolution sucks on them until they process them. So let me know if you're able to see if you have any questions. Anyways, so I just got done actually tweaking my station in Piousness too. Just gonna get an idea. It looks like Hop and the Pyramid are really going at it, which is good because faulty logic has not fallen yet. Anyways, I have been evolving this station, and the really cool thing about when you're evolving stations, building shipbuilding technology, is that as you start going further along, you're going to build all the other production wares as well. But it just works out that way. So we go into my logic overview right now. I've expanded and it's still maturing right now. So the station manager, I'm not putting money into his fund. So as it's maturing, it's actually a good sign that he's actually making enough to compensate for the additional wares that I'm placing on him. Once the station is completely built and he's got his stock to a decent level, I'm going to start getting an idea for miners. But I think I once said on some of these videos, let me see if YouTube has actually started to populate this video real quick so I can see if anybody actually makes comments or anything. Like I said, sometimes it can just take like a hot second for it to pop up on here. Oh, no. Okay. Might be a second. Let me see here. Okay, so it's still processing the one video. I can't see that, so I'll just wait. And I plan on having a little more fun now and expanding, but I did want to point out that as you're expanding it, so you can kind of see what's kind of happening here. Again, I'm going by the rule of the only storage I'm going to allow in the first storage column ever will be energy cells because you know you just make solar panels and you're good to go. Everything else will be a base one where ironically you can look at workforce as being aware. So it's kind of messed up, but it is you have to look at it that way because when you eventually get a shipyard, you'll need people in your shipyard because you know when you order a ship from a shipyard, you can decide how many crew you want and you can actually deplete their workforce there. So this is aware that you're eventually going to need for a shipyard. I just don't need it right now. And to me, the return on, the increased functionality of the station, it just is not worth it to me to have to, if I want to close loop the workforce, I have to provide them with food and, go through that. So, and I'm not doing Terran, so this is why I actually want to um, get out of the Terran bubble, so to speak, easy mode, and challenge myself back like I used to in the days. So this station right now, the end components, although these are being sold as well, so the things in this storage column are getting sold, but I'm still operating 6 out of 6 here and 4 out of 4 on Churro components, and we're looking at 1,000 per unit here, and then 1,300 per unit here. So really, I don't care about that. So of course I care about making money, but this is evolving into a station more and more, like very quickly. So we got drone components, we have advanced electronics, we have engine parts, we have hull parts, we have smart chips. Um, if you go back, you can even see some areas, I believe. Now that's engine parts, but I already pointed that out. My point is that pretty soon I won't need, I'm going to add missile components next, but I'm not really making that much, so we'll just wait and see how it goes. Let's see if my video is like, I don't know, actually up now. No? Oh, yeah. Times YouTube, I hate you. Alright, I'm just trying to actually bring this up. Um, do. Okay. What? No problemo. And I promise I'll figure this out in a second. Well, I hope I figure it out. Shouldn't be rocket science to bring your own screen up, but then again, I'm doing it on a tablet, so that I think I'm gonna have to do what I did before and actually just like refresh YouTube completely. Pink, force those. Open this up, and then I'll explain more about exactly what I'm doing here, what my goals are and whatnot. Obviously, I'm morphing it into a station. It's going to be very fast now. The ball's going to be rolling rather quickly, meaning I'm absolutely all my money is now focused on making this a shipyard as soon as I can. So this is really, really weird. It's not even showing me my own channel. Oh. I did see too that one person had noted on my station building guide, it's like an hour and a half video, uh, that, it would have been nice if I would have actually put annotations, time annotations. I probably will start doing that, but it's kind of hard to do with live videos, right? Maybe after the fact, I'm gonna look and see if my AI can do that. But you can most assuredly do it as well. So if you're watching this post me being live, your AI most assuredly will be able to timestamp and give relevant informations where I'm talking about certain topics. And it can do that, I would say, with me using GPT-4o on my Harp AI sidebar assistant, I would say that 15-minute video, I can say, give me the takeaways, and it'll do it in, I don't know, 15 seconds, if that. So I mean, an hour and a half video, you're looking at like 1 minute, and you're gonna have every single annotation that you could possibly ever want. Okay, so I'm really kind of curious why it's not showing channel right now. Well, this is, I wonder if I could actually go to CleanTube. This is so stupid. Alright, let's, sure enough, there it is. But see, on this one, on CleanTube, it doesn't pop the chat out, so I can't actually See chat on CleanTube. I don't believe. Oh, I cannot. Well, that's weird. Let's try this a little bit more just so I can get this in case some people pop on and have any questions or anything like that. So there we go. What do you know? It took that long. Okay. Ah, got you. All right, Rob. I see all of your comments here now. Yeah. Yeah, the large habitats can be a little bit wild. See, do you think you need mist components to build ships? Don't think you need mist. No, you don't. But it's part of the closed loop system. So what I'm doing is actually getting a feel for the market presence where I'm at, and then that's actually going to give me an idea as to my shipyard itself. So it's like it's really like fine tuning the shipyard. Like, do I need to do that? No, but I'm challenging myself to do it. So I could absolutely 100% rely on imports because that's what the normal stations do. The stations and wharfs don't have an economy. They rely on their auxiliary stations to operate. Uh-oh, that's a major offensive happening somewheres. See, when you're in SETA, these notifications are popping up, but that okay, Emperor's Pride 14. They've been pushing hard here. That's kind of nice. It's almost like a little intel thing I got going on there. That's meant for, I believe, the bounty hunting. But anyways, so moving right along, I'm going to let this station complete building out. Also, that's the real crazy thing, how long stations take to actually build. It's actually good to kind of do it in stages. Take a little bit of a break, let a stage go, maybe go out, do some quest, some sort of sandbox objective you set for yourself. Right now, my research is almost completed. Have exceptional shield to do, and then I'll knock out teleportation. I did somewhat modernize my main base player HQ, so it was something I'd been putting off for a while. This will change. Most assuredly, I'll be adding defensive hard points around and doing all that. This dock is not something I'm going to use. That'll go, this will go. I'll be adding storage here, but at least I've replaced the original dock I had. And then so I took my ships out of it so they didn't get destroyed, and then I replaced them. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I do. I do. I build it all on my own. I mean, you can buy it. It's pretty funny. I don't know. I've done different kind of strategies when it comes to, or I've utilized different strategies when it comes to shipyards. Sometimes I didn't care if I was making it was a true closed loop system or not. The hilarious part is to actually just like build it right at the edge of a war zone of, say, I don't know, like a true site. That's where I would put it, or even sometimes here in Holy Vision. And then Argon would be placing orders for like battleships, and the minute they come out of my station, they're under attack by like 8 million ships. Then I would have a salvaging yard attached to the back of my station, and just go ahead and recycle a ship that I just sold to, Hop or so it's like I was making a lot of money. There's a lot of different funny, hilarious things you can kind of do, but here I'm actually just going to build your standardized, well, not so standardized, but a typical closed loop station, extremely fine tuned. So, I mean, this thing is impressive. But he's not meeting his quota now. He's a little bit behind on his quota. That's because I don't have any L-class miners assigned to him right now. So once I think this evolution happens and I've fully closed the loop on, I mean, I don't have far to go, as you can see. But once this loop is closed for drone components and I want to say advanced electronics, also in the background, I've got scanning arrays being made. So these are all, they're being fed to make, ironically, drone components, but they're also things that I'll be using in my actual shipyard. And then I want to get a feel for, are those enough? Do I need to add or remove, or, tweak this? My feeling is I need to add. Drone components are no. There's no way I'm going to build an infrastructure to support this. So I have this, I see being an issue. I might up this to 10 is my gut feeling, but I won't do that until after I've added missile components. I'm going to start adding some of these Zengol things. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be moving to L-class miners here, but this is what I consider to be, when I look at net worth, that's how I try to get an idea of where I'm at. I'm just approaching what I would consider early mid-game. 250 million to me is bare minimum bones for mid-game. So I'm just exiting early game, and I'm now approaching mid-game, and now I have that cash reserves to start snowballing really fast. So I can snowball and make the stations, I don't know. I think it's profitability right now. I'm not gonna try to nerd out too much on it, but let's see. I mean, you could see the plot point graph. Like, this is nuts, and he's actually, yeah, it's not fully streamlined yet. So once it's streamlined, it'll probably, I don't know, we'll call that like a 40, 35, 40 degree curve. I'm guessing that's going to hit more of a 45 degree or even more acute angle. So that's what I'm going to push for, because it's there. We can even see where it should be. This is the worst heartbeat hit I took, where he had to restock. And so that was probably right around, no. And we could see just off the first page, I got a 5 million plus showing, and he's still building and placing orders to fill his storage to match that. I don't have the miners on hand to provide him with the raw resources he needs, but he's still making a lot of money. So that's this station is really close to being fully tweaked. And like I said, just myself looking at this, my gut, going with my gut, for probably not even, maybe 2 more advanced electronics, between 2 to 4. I'll have to get a feel for it. I'm gonna add missile components into the mix and get a feel for how that's trending, because I don't have that infrastructure in existence yet to make missiles. I'm just working my way up to more profitability in my own shipyard, and then I'll just be, yeah, that's me. I talk a lot and I nerd out a lot. I can see that, I actually use the station calculator for this, so I must be placing orders out for hull parts. If that's the case, well, no, I'm still behind. I don't have all my hull parts up and running. I only have 4 out of 5, only 1 out of 3 scanning arrays. So it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to wait and get a feel for how my stock is running. But I'm really not too concerned about it. I'm not even going to worry about drones right now. I'm just going to set it, forget it, let it go. No changes.
The results of my research are far beyond my expectations.
They're pushing in Atia's misfortune. So the Xenon are... That's actually good in a way. That means that that'll put a little pressure, I believe, on Atia's misfortune. Is going to be on Antigone Republic and Argon. Atia's misfortune. I think it's somewhere's off. I don't even have it on my map right now. It's off Frontier's Edge, I want to say. Anyways, that's good. So I want to see them getting their bucks too. Uh-oh, I don't want to see that.
Acknowledged.
I'm at the point now where I just don't even really... Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I kind of just go with the flow when it comes to letting them buy. I know eventually I'm gonna roll it to the point where it's going to be a completely self-enclosed environment, so I'm not too concerned about it. And then also I'm looking at that mod because I can't tell you like how much I can't like while I'm recording live, I can't listen to music. For some reason OBS is not hooking and isolating that track. So I get to sit here listening to a whole lot of nothing and just little sound things. So I'm actually working on adding a mod that'll add music to uh, the player station office because this is out of control, ridiculous. Somebody had a really cool idea about it too. They were like, "Why do we buy all the soundtracks for this?" Um, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, as long as yeah, that's exactly it, right? As long as you have fun playing it. That's the cool thing about X4. That's why I try to make these videos just like, to me it's very soothing. I can play how I want, and then I can play in a variation in different ways. I can build a shipyard. I can be an empire building, but where do I want to build those shipyards? And there's all sorts of like right there. I could put it on a war zone and profit from the war zone, or I could just make a normal shipyard and act like I'm a normal ship dealer, or I can be a pirate and just have my own shipyard where I'm not selling ships, but I don't know how, I'm just sending out and capturing ships because I have the reverse engineering mod now as well, so that's kind of cool. I can't wait to show that off. That's a really, really, really cool mod, by the way. But okay, so yeah, once this construction vessel's completed his task here, I'm just gonna let the station builder do his thing, reap the rewards from, you know, uh, him do it. I removed this really stupid mod, man, with the nukes. Like, hey, my hat's off to the guy who does the chill mods, but I told him I was like, "Hey, can we like not like where it was broken for me was I had like 42 nuclear missiles and they were not depleting. It was glitched out. So it's okay, that could be fixed. But the fact that these nukes had so much splash damage, it was worse than an Asgard cannon. Um, it was like firing an Asgard, but if you imagine like its point of impact causing a massive AoE explosion, and the fact that you could just cloak again and then fire your torpedo, I was trying to figure out how I had died like on the last playthrough. I'm like, what? What is going on? How am I getting one shot? And what are these massive white explosions happening around me? Well, those were nukes, so I took that out of the game, uh, and it so far has not affected anything. Because my fear was later on the Teladi were using this thing, but they had not so far used it against. Um, they had not used it against other factions, so it wasn't. Yeah, it was a. It's a. I guess if that's your mod, if that's your floats your boat, whatever, hey, more power to you. But I'm not trying to have something that alters the balance of the game that much. It was just too much. So, anyways, enough of me prattling on. Let's see how I'm doing here. So the station manager, the reason right now his account is not matching is because he's still building modules. So the manager is like, well, I need more, but he's also earning enough. So as I give this time, he's just gonna start accruing money, and I know that because all I have to do is just look at the logistical chart for him, and it's like Captain Obvious steps in and goes, "Oh yeah, that dude's fine." I mean, there's just like no way he's not gonna keep earning money. So, um, but I will increase that earning margin, like I said, by providing L-class miners to him as soon as I can. But it's gonna be a hot second. So I have to decide what quest I want to do and what I want to pursue. I may actually pursue the Terran quest line. I haven't decided yet. I modded the Living Daylights out of a Nemesis just because I wanted to see what it'd be like to handle it. Where's my personal Nemesis? It's too bad you can't throw Masons. I don't think you can. Let me check. Yeah, you can't throw the it's really weird on the hard points for this. Only Terran, I guess, can go on the hard point chassis for these, meaning the Meson Neutron, not the Meson blasters, but the Neutron Gatling or whatever it is. That's cool. I like these chunky. They're just oddly satisfying to shoot. So I just need to get out here and have some fun with this ship because it's fully modded up. I just need to mod the shielding because I never got to that. And then this middle gun was where I had the nuke. So I'm going to replace that nuke. Yeah, I agree. It is how nukes work, but I don't think within the game would almost have to be balanced around nuclear weapons being everything. Like there would almost have to be deterrence or some sort of anti defensive mechanism, right? Like if you detect a nuke, think of Battlestar Galactica, right? Like in that show, I really liked when they'd have a radiological alert. Like they could tell that a missile fired is emitting a nuclear signal, so or element is coming from that, so their radiological would pick up on that, and they'd know that's a nuke coming at us. So you would almost think that you would have like an anti-nuke defense, like where it would fire an EMP blast out, right? Like your flak batteries would switch real fast to some sort of and fire some massive EMP like suppression unit to detonate any nukes coming at you because it's just too much of a threat. Like that one nuke hitting your station is gonna wipe out an entire station. Yeah, I do like the Split. I know what you're talking about, the Neutron Gatling. I think that's actually the Neutron Gatling that Split have. But I am currently grinding out a little rep. I redeployed my trade/rep fleet to Avarice because I like the Barbarossa. I think it's just a cool looking ship. But it doesn't seem like they're doing a very good job of like staying on site. And I did lose a one of my guys on sector patrol because he thought, hey, I'm just gonna keep trying to map Avarice, and then he got blown the H up by, you know, the tide came in while he was out here, and I thought that there was like that the guy who did that had changed it for this, you know, that he would respect that and go hide and then come out. Well, he didn't. I'm really not crying over the fact that I lost him. Anyways, so let's get into this. Go into SETA just for a few minutes here. Okay, so I'm good with the Talati. Like I said, I might just push the quest line for the Terran because that's a pretty good reward. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So off to go join the Terrans. Like I'm going. But I want to mod my Nemesis wherever the hell it's at. Let's find it. Okay, so I have it docked at that station. Suppose I might as well teleport out here. I don't know if I can reach that far. No, I can't. Series of little jumps get all the way out there.
Entering system. Atikva's choice. Entering system. Holy Vision.
Ah, another foreign recruit for the defense effort. I'm assigning you a support for Cadet Shinneman.
Are you kidding
From
me?
now
Like,
on,
I just
you
clicked the
act
accept
under
button.
the
She somehow
mandate
knows
of
that.
Earth. Follow orders.
Yeah, I will
and
grind rep
Command
eventually.
will look upon you favorably.
I'm trying to hit F, buddy, but guess you're just screwed. Yeah, I love these guns. They just like they're mean, man. They just look mean. They might not be, you know, as good as the other ones, but
Nemesis.
they're fun.
Sentinel.
Sir.
Alright, so I need to get to a shipyard actually.
Captain.
What's happening with that transport? Sort of weird mating thing I'm not supposed to see here. So just pretend like that's not happening. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I'll probably just grind up
Entering
to it though, because
system.
like I said, I
On
know
excess
there's
claim.
little, you know, tips or little means to like get rep fast, but I kind of
Entering
wanna
system. Holy vision.
need to go to this shipyard right here. Yeah, I kind of just want to do it the good old-fashioned hard way, you know. Kind of, which is not. It's just deploying my trade fleet and letting them conduct trade things there. I may augment them with like 4 more ships now that I actually probably have the cash to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I suck at typing on my phone too. That's just not me. I'm 6'6". I'm a big guy, so gigantor mitts.
Docking granted.
Whoa. All right. Turning on a dime, the Nemesis cannot do. And it is like modded too. That's the funny thing. Almost need this like. I need the Air Force field thing to break the sideways strafe on it. This thing's mean. I did fight off like a lot of KHK fighters with this. So I mean, like a massive force of them, which is kind of weird because they were being joined by Xenon forces, and I'm like, wait, what? They're like supposed to be at war with each other, right? So I don't know exactly what the hell that was all about, but yeah, the Xenon were definitely coming out to help the KHK at their own hive. I'm like, how is this happening? Okay, yeah, you can see some of these, the wharfs will have different little things, like the bounty hunter guilds here, but I have not built enough rep yet to go there. You have an engineering section. All right, brother. Yeah, I'll see you when you get back on. If I'm still on, I should be. Ship dealership, so I can go ahead and mod my ship. Anybody doesn't know, you have to go here, so you have access to the unique bench. It's different from the crafting bench. You want the workbench. And then you just mod out when you have the tech. You just go ahead and mod out what you want to mod. So in this case, I need to do shielding. And I might go for how fast they recharge. Ooh, oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do that. Nice. Okay. Works for me. And then I have to mod my middle cannon. I'll probably go with that Annihilator. I think that's the 30, yeah, up to. Okay. Boom. Ship's all modded up now. Think dragon everything. Well, these only have Mark II options on them. Oh, because I don't have enough components to actually do all those, so I won't do that. And if you don't, yeah, modding your ship's huge, by the way. Like you can turn a ship into especially like the larger ships. The more deadly the ship is, the more pronounced that damage output is. This thing can just super wreck anything M class. It's game over. Sentinel. And I'm pretty sure he can take on L class ships, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Actually, that's another idea. Maybe I'll go hunting for some bounties, because there's a K, I think a K and an I or two that are actually worth like a decent amount. Make sure my weapon groups are set right. Yeah. Oh, I could see that recharge. Ooh, that's fat. That's nice. I like that recharge delay. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can't find a bounty on something good. Ooh, Emperor's Pride. That I was sighted here, huh? Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not going to go chase. Ooh, that's a good spot to make some money though, I bet. Because the way the bounty mod works is the more damage a ship does or pisses off a faction, they'll start placing a higher and higher escalating bounty. This dude's at 40 million. That would be enough to push me almost into having a shipyard, man. You know what? I'm actually gonna set guidance for over here, and let's just see if there's anything on the way, though. Oh, that's way out of my way. Okay, so we've got a lot of ships that are worth, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna come up here. Plus, in your game, you want to stem this. So I've talked about this before, anybody who's watching this. Watch certain areas for the Xenon. The only way the Xenon have to go is this way. They have no other jump gates. So they'll have to go through Litany of Fury. The moment Litany of Fury goes down, Wretched Sky collapses. Now they've got access to, you know, they'll take the Zyark out for sure, because, you know, the splits suck. Their ships are made out of, like, their guns are cool, they look awesome, but it's like their ships are made out of balsa wood, in my opinion. They'll get access to this critical jump gate leading into Heretic Sun, which is near your player HQ, and you know, they'll just steamroll, and I've seen them push all the way through. There's a jump gate here. They'll keep pushing their way along, and they'll take out, you know, Family Crit. I mean, it's game over, and all of it will start right here. Right, that's why I put a little thing here. So let's go ahead and start some guidance there, and
Autopilot.
by helping them, they've got a defensive platform here. It looks fairly well matured, but it just takes like an eye and a decent attack force to come through there, and they're gonna get rock and rolled. So by me going over here, I'll make a decent amount of cash off this bounty system. And this is from I can't think of what it is. Headhunter. It's the Headhunter mod. I think it's Chill or something like that. Chill Headhunter mod. Same mod that gives you, like, it tracks how the universe is looking at you, like your kill count, what are sanctioned kills, and then that starts giving you a rep with certain factions in a way, the way they look at you. And then there's guilds that once you reach a certain threshold, you can join the guild. I've not had a chance to do that yet. There's a Pirate Guild, Defender Guild, Mercenary, there's a construction build. You can get like actual classes, kind of. I don't know. I'm kind of looking into it. It's a little bit trippy. But yeah. Sure, this guy's got all the construction funds he needs. Whoops.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
I start getting too distracted here. This doesn't need much more. I'll just steal some from his station account. That'll be fine. So I can make sure he actually gets built up. Okay, cool. Give him a little bit more, so because sometimes you'll notice when you're building these stations that this number will start going up because people are trying to outbid you. Kind of, they're trying to like secure those wares for their station. So yeah. Alright, so by Morningstar it shouldn't be that far out. Yeah. Ship's not exactly super fast. Should check my flash points. Hakuba's doing fine. Or Advika, whatever. This gate is another one you want to watch. If they ever manage to really get in here, it can be a problem. But you can see I can see them. These are Ks, so 2 Ks got wiped. Probably lots of support fighters are floating around out here. Could build a scrapyard right here. That'd be a smart idea. Actually, have a scrapyard here. Assign a Tuata, basically a garbage L-class. Garbage collection. He'll process. He will only process large ships, large and XL. And then you have your Minotaurs go over there, collect the cubes, bring them back to your processing plant.
Entering system. Heretics end.
You can do. All right, so things are about to get real here. It's like, I don't know if they're making a push to get in here. It looks like they're trying to get a defensive platform up. The Xenon are not trying to hear any of that. But if I get in here, I'll absolutely wreck these dudes, which might draw in the Ks, because the I and the K I'm gonna assume are probably up here on station duty, so they're probably guarding like a defensive station. Maybe from over here you can see a little patrol fleet coming in.
Autopilot.
Turn the autopilot off.
Entering system. Wretched skies.
Turret behavior is set to shoot. I'm using chill turrets. Basically what it does is your turrets are just smart. They'll figure out to shoot a missile if it's coming at you first. No missiles, it's going to look for target fighters. If it doesn't see any fighters, it'll shoot capital ships. And you can override that. If you wanted to absolutely focus down what you're aimed at, you can override that. But if you, with this mod, if you set it for shoot missiles first, it'll follow that logic pattern, which is a lot smarter to me. So let's get it happen, Captain. I don't want to push him too hard, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not against making a little bit of money here. So Top Guns, because I don't need that anymore. So I don't think I do. Need to go through this accelerator, that accelerator. This is way out here. I'll just do this for a little bit of fun, getting out from behind the freaking desk at the station. Gets boring as hell in this game. And that's a cool thing. If you get bored, do it at your own pace. Just be cognizant that there's certain things that if like certain areas of the game fall, your save game's screwed. I just don't know like a nice way to kind of put that.
Jump gate, litany of fury.
Yeah, you get to a certain point, it's going to be like all hands on deck. Like you're going to have to be building defensive stations and trying to save factions and push back whatever other factions got out of control. And this will all happen mid to late game as certain things start to snowball out of control. The more you play the game, you'll notice these little things. Antigone Republic is very prone, so if they start getting hammered, they're not going to do too good. Argon is fairly resilient. They'll rebuild their shipyards. They got a strong infrastructure. Hop has become pretty resilient. Like the Tilati get their rear ends handed to them pretty thoroughly often. I've seen the Split get just rock and rolled like hardcore. So you know, mileage may vary. Yeah, here we go. Minute. I still got one more jump to go. Good God. Well, at least I can rearm, I think, in this area. Do you even have an equipment dock? Loud. Yeah, well, I guess you don't have an equipment dock here. Ooh, that boat's really bad for them. I just thought about that. That's really, really bad for them. They don't have a way to replenish their fighters. They have to send them all the way up here. Because yeah, that sucks. I think they actually had an equipment dock here. Oh boy. Alright, well, be time to have a little bit of fun here.
Entering system. Litany of fury.
Let's target this
Jump gate. Emperor PE.
I think he's gone. Oh, he's at travel speed, man. My chance of shooting this guy out of the air. Let's see if I can get him. It looks like he's gonna go in this way. Oh man, our closure rate is no joke. Like that's like the closure rate is like almost 7K. Like, I'm gonna have 1 second to shoot at this dude or two, maybe 2.
Jump gate. Emperor's pride.
Dude, this is gonna be on like Donkey Kong here, man. I'm gonna come through this gate and get myself a nice little fat 630k for myself. Hopefully I piss off the I and the K that are hiding in here. I really want that bounty on that K. This ought to be a lot of fun. I am gonna be lame and I'll be doing a hard save right here. Wow, that must be the sun giving it a red kind of reflection like that. That's pretty cool. Hard save there. For quick save. So I want to make sure that any remnants of the nuke spamming Xenon, that mod is gone.
Entering system. Emperor's Prime.
Hey buddy, hold up. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
EE. EE.
Just that fast. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna accept that.
Sentinel.
I'm definitely accepting that. I just lost a lot. And I didn't even get the bounty on that guy? Oh, you get... Seriously? This guy's got no health. Oh, man, I got rock and rolled, man. There's just no... Oh, whatever. It is what it is. So that was a emergency teleport, and because I actually have a ship within range, it took me to the ship. So I'm gonna teleport back to main base and recover from that embarrassing rear end handing. Like, I just totally got rocked. But also I am using a mod that enhances fleet behavior. Like, they attack in a more intelligent fashion now. So yeah, that was very humbling. I have to give credit where credit's due. Just utterly got wrecked. So I just gotta earn some cash back now. Build myself up another decent ship. See what my faction rep is. I'm with these guys. A whopping +5, huh? That's great. It's gonna take forever to grind rep up with these dudes. Let's get an idea for all the stations doing. Well, I just stole a bunch of money from them too. Okay, so it looks like their construction budget needs are absolutely met. Don't even need to. I can pull the money back out of that construction. They have all the parts they need to finish production. And then I'm gonna let him, without giving him money, build up to his own production quota, because he should be able to do that. Then I'm gonna provide him with what he needs for mining. Start tweaking that. So I can actually start earning money. It's kind of funny because I make all my own parts here, with the exception of Claytronics. Yeah, drone components are not selling at all. So I definitely over-tuned on that one. There's still ships buying them though, so that's good. Let me take a look at missile components, get kind of a feel for that. These guys are paying a lot. Why are you not? Hey man, I'm right away. I'm right over here. You can buy them from me. Missile components. Where are those gonna be? So weapon components are definitely a thing, but I don't know if that's really worth my time. Okay, it's kind of weird. I'm selling them right over here, guys. Scan. I'd have to insert myself here on weapon components. See what that looks like. File tab out here. Come over here and let's just say I add 4 weapon component productions and autofill those. That's what I'm looking at. That's cheap. That's really cheap. But I think I should probably focus first on providing this guy with L-class mining ships. What's up with this dude? Let me clear out his failed orders. Start re-executing his script. Sometimes if guys are stalled like that, and you see a little orange thing there, that then they don't seem to be doing anything, you can just give them a jump start. Well, anyways, let's see. I mean, that's it. True. Place is built. So yeah, I'll just let him hit 44 and I really gotta make my mind up. I'm kind of going back and forth on this. So he will most assuredly reach his own 44 million mark. I think I should make it more profitable, so I think I'm gonna invest in L-class miners. So let me look at my requirements for this station, try to get an idea as to. I think I'm hurting on gas miners, so 2 gas miners and 1 L-class or a mineral miner. I'll do a 2-to-1 ratio and see how that pans out. It's going to be expensive, as expensive as his operating budget. I don't go cheap when I'm focusing on this. So India. Yeah, I'm looking at 12 mil, 24, probably 30, call it 38 to 40 mil. I'll say 40 mil. Just see how fast this guy's actually earning cash. That fast. I mean, I could pull out of his own operating budget and arguably just place the order off that. I mean, I could. And hope. But I might just do that. I might just pull out of his own operating budget and kneecap him a little bit there, but I think he's got enough on hand, stock on hand to at least like there'll be like a break point basically. Like if as long as he's got enough to he's selling enough product to, you know, slowly start building back up to what he says he thinks he needs. I should be fine. I'll let this hit like 38 mil and then take 32 from him. Let's go ahead and place the order for those ships. It's driving me nuts with no music in here. Yeah, what is that? Is that gas miner? Mineral miner. Get a look at what's all coming in here. It's not a friggin' fighter. Sorry, but that's a mineral. Okay, mineral. Okay. There's the 38 mil. Go oof as I pull out all this cash. Dude, what the? Alright, let's go over here. Place our orders and manually here. I have issues where sometimes when I assign a miner really far and remote, they'll start mining like over in areas I don't want them to be mining at, and then yeah, it just makes no sense. So I just get them on site first.
Incoming fund transfer. Talati Company.
Here's a little something as thanks.
Okay, well apparently I blew something up. Tell this guy to fly over here and wait. Get over here. And my guess is, yeah, his operating budget, what did I reduce him down to like 5? So he should start getting back. I don't know what the ROI will be on. I don't even want to try to figure that out. On the ships providing what they need to for the station, but a large expenditure of funds right there. For the greater good. These dudes are pretty rock solid. You don't have to worry about losing them. Taking them a while to get over here. Sure. Hey, here they come. Let's get these miners on site. Start getting them working and see how much of a dent or increase it causes it, or Was as far as his.
Awaiting orders.
Yep. That's what we're gonna remove that order. I'm just gonna wait for them all to get here.
Awaiting orders.
And the third dude should not be far behind them. And let's see how long the AI took to figure out. So they start mining. Okay. This guy's trending. It can be a while before I can actually realize like significant income here. But I do want to see how his reserves are holding up. Yeah, he's fine. He'll be able to cycle through. His reserves will eat that up. Looks like I'm most assuredly overproducing on energy cells, so. Drone components are sucking, man. They're not really selling at all. Well, might actually fine tune this because these drone components rely on a lot of subwares to be manufactured. So if I take this down by 2, I would increase my engine part production, whole part production, scanning array I don't really need, microchip production. So really the 2 big ones would be the engine and hull parts. I'd be doubling almost their output if I take the drones out of the mix. Again, they'll probably achieve that on their own, considering they'll just reach like an over profit, and then this will chill. These factories will go offline, and yeah, then I'll start seeing these increasing, and people will be buying these from me, I'm assuming. So, pretty soon start. I mean, I had a nice and smooth graph, and I had to mess with it. It's still pretty smooth. This is what you should see. It's a very healthy factory, except for I'm not seeing any giant spikes. So that's got to do with his operating budget, I think. Could be also that I'm meeting supply now, so the demand is going down for advanced electronics. And people just for some reason aren't buying them from you. It's my first gas miner. You're making this gas miner. Why are you mining for other people? Okay. I think this still can be. Shit. Look at the bounty, man. What the fucks? Where's Mr. 600,000? I owned you. Okay. Other dude claimed it, literally. That sucks. I should get my pirate on. stealing myself an Asgard. Need more money in this, that's for certain. And I'll have to probably buy a auxiliary ship because I think they got the largest crew complement. I think the Pyramid one has like a 16 crew complement ship, auxiliary ship. It's kind of funny. Let's see. 207 dudes. Yeah, it beats out. I think construction ships have like 180. So basically, I almost wish like they had like an assault ship, like a massive ship just for pirating that can launch like 8 million boarding pods. But if you're kind of curious, this is one of the ways that you do it. You would just basically buy this ship, go with like the bare minimum, right? Because you don't need anything, you just need some shields and engines. You get from point A to B. Probably gonna need about like 4 million per credits crew cycle on your assault on the Asgard. And yeah, it's the Asgard you're gonna want to go after if you want to be kind of lame about it. Although it is still hard to do. I don't have it on my radar, but it'll be, I think I want to say at the transition gate of Venus to the moon. Venus? Let me look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Venus. So I'm fairly certain that this gate takes you to Venus, and then you'll have the gate that goes from Venus to the moon. On the moon side will always be in Asgard. It's also the same sector that they have their shipyard. Like they have their wharf here, the shipyard's in the moon, which I believe is like right here. So the Asgard is protected by a bunch of like Sins, Osakas, fighter squadrons, Kukuris, Falxes, Kukuris, whatever. Here's the key thing: turn all your batteries off. So if you do decide to do this, you want to get the largest ship with the largest crew complement you get. Make sure when you buy the ship that you buy all Marines because they get basic training, so they at least will have 1 star. Then immediately reassign them to be servicemen because Marines don't passively gain experience, but servicemen do. So you can take all your Marines, make them servicemen, and when you execute a boarding operation, it actually factors in their service crew rating on top of the Marine rating. So it's not just the Marine thing that counts in. There's some weird things you learn about boarding in this game. Another one is that the numbers are not always right. So when you get to the assault phase 3 of your boarding operation, you'll see that you'll be like, oh, I got this all day, right? Like maybe you outnumber them 2-1, but what you don't realize is if they've got veteran or God help you elite Marines, those guys like have plot armor, right? I've said this before in other videos. Like seriously, these dudes are like, you might as well think of it as like Darth Vader. If there's like an elite soldier on that ship, he's like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, insert Thor, whatever, insert dude with plot armor, super OP. And even though the game calculates that, and it should be reflective in the number, the fact that then the game turns around and goes, well, you just haven't been able to kill this guy, right? Like, because he's out there like killing your people like John Wick style, right? Like he's straight up going John Wick on all your troops. So yeah, you don't want to fight elite guys. So here's what a final thing I'll say on the boarding. Your first boarding attempt better make an impact on that crew complement of the Asgard, right? So you fly past them. I would recommend coming to a stop and then just boosting away from them. You want the Asgard to not Death Star cannon you, but you want its lasers to be shooting you and not the boarding pods as you launch them at them. Select very strong for launching and very strong for infiltration. You'll be fine. It just means your boarding pods are going to launch while they're under fire, and that's why you're using your ship to tank the shots, right? And then as long as your batteries are off and you don't fire and you turn off your defensive drones, if you don't shoot him back, you won't aggro there'll be a few ships around you, might aggro. But if you shoot him back, the whole fleet's going to be on you. And so that's why you turn your thing up. Whoa. Sounds like a little drama here. There's in the let's be serious music. What's happening here? Why are we not launching drones? Oh, we are starting to launch. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to do something about that. It's not good. And I really don't have a decent fighter right now to be fighting with, but there's like a million here. So I'm just put new internal storage. Start so they can launch these faster. Should already did this anyways. Get that guy out. Okay, anyways, before things start going sideways there, so your first boarding attempt, you need to get as many dudes on there and hit him as hard and hope that the RNG is with you, because what'll happen is after the boarding operation's done, you just gave them combat experience. So any Marines that they have left over are going to be better at their job, which makes subsequent attempts just more and more costly. So it sucks. So just make sure your first one works. Pray that a lot of your boarding pods don't get shot down. You don't lose a lot of Marines as they try to infiltrate, latch onto the ship. But yeah, you grab the Asgard and you basically just hit the I win button. Most easily the most powerful ship in the entire game. And I really almost wish I had one of those right now. What's this guy doing? He's broken. Okay. It's interesting. Assignments. Exploring. Yeah. Alright, so since I've been prattling on, let's see how much money I've made over here. Okay. Well, I mean, he's slowly making up the money I jacked from him. That, I guess. It's not as productive. Man, I'm so used to capturing substrate factories. Just like being money printers, man. I don't want to do that because it's cheap, it just feels lame. Speaking of that, hang on a sec, do I have everything researched? I do not. Let's get this teleportation range knocked out.
If you could, please gather the required
7
materials.
million? Dude, what? To be fair, that's the final, like, you can teleport anywhere sort of thing. To think of what I want to do here. I guess I just have to sit. So this part will be, maybe what I'll do is I'll come back on live later. I'm just gonna probably sit back, let this run, and I know that's not a lot of fun to watch live, but I can come back after the station is mature, go watch some Band of Brothers, grab myself a bite to eat, just let this run in the background. A real quick word to people, just fast advice. By the way, I've got a video I threw up just about station blueprinting if you guys want to check that out. Somebody had expressed interest in that, so I was trying to accommodate that. But your global orders, as long as you got your global orders relatively well set up, I mean, who cares? Just deal with it. Like if you get killed, you just die. I mean, you won't die in your station, but at this point with the L-class miners, I'm not even remotely worried about these dudes. It's not like a K is gonna come along and target. I mean, I've done this long enough to tell you that the biggest threat I have here are KHK, maybe some Xenon foraging arrays. This is what's going to happen. They're just going to start spamming laser towers, and they just won't even care. I don't even think they're going to report to me they're being shot. That's how ridiculous it is. Like if you buy high preset, well shielded L class miners to do your work for you, they just do whatever, man. Like this guy, look, watch how much he'll care about what happens. He just deployed a laser tower. I mean, it's like I'm Nostradamus here, right? He executed my global order, which is to flee, and deploy laser towers, right? And these Mark II laser towers, that's why I believe it costs you, I don't know, 100, 200,000 extra towards a $12 million investment, right? Credit investment. So yeah, you can see how these are already, once they start getting spammed, these things are somewhat durable. The Mark I's not so much. Mark II's, well, they're not, you know, and look, this dude's, he's so worried, he's just going right back to mining. Like, his shields didn't take damage. And look, those dudes are dead, right? So that's why the L-class miners, when you can afford them, they just like set it and forget it. You don't have to worry. I don't care if these dudes blow up. It probably would almost be in my best interest to sell them now, but like just get rid of them so I don't have to worry about them anymore. You may want to have like a resupply order or a mod if you're using mods, so your guys will restock their laser towers, you know. I believe I have one, but I'm not sure. But yeah, once you got the L class, like, who cares? Oh, my station's under attack again. Are these KHK? Yep, there's a hive over here. There was. I bet you it's right here again. These hives are kind of a pain in the rear end. So when a hive pops up, destroy it. And then there'll be other ones that'll pop up. I guarantee there's like one. If I were to go out here visually and look around, I bet you I'll see a KHK hive just like chilling out here. And then that's what happens. You get these little dudes that just teleport in, and you're like, where the hell did that guy come from? Well, yeah, he just teleported from a hive. You know what? I'll show that before I actually get off. Let me. Oh my God. Things are looking a little bit crazy here. Let's look at the external view. Might be time for me to start adding some defensive platforms here, I think. Those fighters and everything are too small for me to even see right now. So I do have a defensive platform there and there. I'm gonna add 2 more, and then I'll add turrets actually to these. So, you know, some little pew pew pulse laser action going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and add on to this so I don't even have to worry about my player HQ. I meant to do this anyway, so I guess it's time to do it. I don't know. Let's go into plan build. Alright, so when I'm in plan build, what I like to do, and this is like, you know, it's your call. It sucks to get the Chemtronic substrate on site, and it costs a lot of money to do it. But to me, nobody beats the Terran with the 4M10S luxury dock. Reason being is this thing can launch 10 fighters and recover 10 at a time, and then small. And then it has 4 medium slot things for Corvette or frigates to be parked on. And so they can swarm me. You can send swarms out. So basically, what I'll do is something along the lines like this. If I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, get my station upgrade on, which I'm probably gonna want to rotate this around like that. Super weird. Yeah. Another one over at every snap point to the general structure. I'm gonna do this. Make sure that's attached to that hard point. No. And then get one more over here. Ideally, if I had the administrative center, I'd just probably build that right here, but I'll get it figured out later. Alright, so now I've got, as far as all the hard points are considered, we have now a launching facility for each one of those, right? So I'm just gonna make this really, really easy on myself, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snap this guy like this for a second, turn him so he snaps there. Then I'm gonna edit his loadout. Do I have plasmas? Go with High Priest Sons. So it's gonna, yeah, I'm fine with that. See how, and it sometimes when you hit high, it doesn't populate the loadouts. I'm fine with the Argon Mark II shields. What I'm not fine is, yeah, okay, I only have flat guns, so that's absolutely fine. So if I confirm this module change, I can just go ahead and copy that module, slap him over here, copy module. Now these guys are all fully done up. I don't need to, you know, keep editing the loadout. It just makes life like a lot easier. Now, what's not going to be easy is the fact that I need to get a lot of Computronic substrate, and that's going to cost money, but, you know, I just don't. I just kind of want to go chill out for a second, relax. So I'll get module, slap that guy there. Module. Copy module. Bam. And that's a good start point right there. So if I confirm these module changes, it's going to be expensive. It's not going to be cheap. And I'm also going to want to actually go back and change out the loadouts on these guys, because these guys don't have any loadouts. So we'll go with high presets. That's fine. And you'll know because it'll move it to be planned and modded changes. So you don't have to be like, did I get that one? Because it'll just automatically move it down for you. This is going to cost me a lot, but I might as well get this over with. So I'm under attack now all of a sudden. Seriously with this right now? Changes, do this guy. I usually don't put turrets on right away because, you know, it costs a lot. Alright, let's go with the high preset. And look how broken that is, it didn't even populate. That's why you always want to look. I can already tell it didn't even populate these 3 slots. Super broken. These were slots that were already there, so that's why these didn't inherit the previous changes I'd made. And I don't have to commit to these changes anytime soon. Like, I don't have to put the cash on hand. I'm just getting ready to start funneling money into it. By doing this, I can just confirm module changes, be done with it. Seriously, that is so bad. Confirm. Oof, I don't want to see it. Oh wow, only 10 mil? That's nothing. Okay. Hire a builder to come on out here. You. And yeah, that's easy, man. That's like easy money. Yeah, it just makes sense. Station will be all. I was dreading. I was thinking that was going to cost way more than it did. So yeah, and then what I'll do is every platform that you add into the game will actually add to the overall drone complement that you can deploy. Right? Only build modules will give you building drones. So what I'm kind of getting at is this number right here for drones will just start increasing and increasing and increasing. Really, what I do is you don't need that many. Like right now, I'm at 30, I guess. I don't know. I'm not exactly importing a lot of goods to my player HQ. And then the rest just fodder drones, we'll call them. But this number, by the time I'm done with the docks, can hold a lot. So I think with what, 4 more docks, and then defensive platforms are add a lot. So anything defensive, especially administrative centers, will add to your drone count what you can make. So And what's even better is this number can be easily maintained if you have your own hull part factory and Claytronics providing here. So let's say you're deployed defensive drones and they get blown up, like your station manager doesn't even have to worry about it because you'll just make them yourself. But I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, see, here's the problem though. That's also why I'm building more of these guys outside these landing platforms, because I would have launched 40 in one go. Do you follow me? 39 because I'm keeping the experimental fighter out for me to use when I need it. But I put all my other ships into storage, and that way I'm deploying 39 defensive drones in one go, right? And then when they go to about the recovery operations, it's a lot faster. So that's why docks make a lot of sense to invest into. And I might as well just go ahead and jack money from this guy again. He's gonna be like, what? Oh, dude. Just got that money and now you're taking it away from me again? Sure am. Because he's a stable. Even though he says he needs 44 million, he doesn't. He's fine. This guy absolutely does need it, so I'll accept that estimate. I might be able to accept that one too. So I was able to meet his station management account and the builder account. And when I come back in later, I'll show you just how much big of a difference that'll make. Those platforms will be enough to fight off like a capital ship, but let alone these little retarded KHK drones that are, I don't know, that guy's like glitched into my superstructure or something. I don't know what his issue is. Yeah, he's like glitched into the superstructure. It's just fantastic. But here's the crazy thing. So watch this. Here's what you do. Oh, not good. Turquoise Sea is getting hammered. 51 Xenon attack in Talati. If you're not on scene, so if this happens to you, I'm in this station right now, right? That's me sitting inside that part of the structure, right? So if I go like this, watch what'll happen. So if I go over here and I'm like, hey, well that sucks. It will now simulate the environment and just watch what happens magically to this fight. I mean, you already probably know where it's going. Oh look, he's no longer inside the structure because I'm not there. It's not forcing. It's simulating him moving around and doing the maneuvers he's doing. This isn't really happening in rendering, right? You follow what I'm saying? So it's not like he's having a collision. It on paper, we'll call this two-dimensional. Like I was there causing a three-dimensional representation. This is just two-dimensional. It's just gonna see, is there an area blocking him? Oh, there is. He needs to go around. Why are they recovering fighters? They're in recovery mode right now. The station is not launching fighters. That's kind of funny. Anyways, but that's one way to get around. If you're at your station, there's attack happening, you're finding clippings issues happening, or maybe you're in an area, you load that sector, it's forcing the three dimensions to render and things start going wonky. Just you go to a different zone and you won't be dealing with that issue anymore. But I'm really wondering why my fighters think it was a good idea to go about recovery mode. Because I don't understand it. What's going on right now? You guys want to maybe attack this guy or let him shoot the base? I'm really confused right now. Yeah, I don't understand why this behavior. I think I understand what might have happened. It may be in the moment that I teleported out, he became a non-threat, right? It's weird. Let me teleport back in now that he's no longer there. Or I'm not there, and he was able to get out of the superstructure. Oh man, that's bad. Turquoise Sea is gonna get rock and rolled, I think. Okay, so now that I'm here, it's forcing you see what I'm saying? It's forcing the script to kick in. So now the defensive fighters are launching. Although, did you fly in? Oh my god, dude, tell me you didn't just glitch again. Oh my, Lanta. Also, it's launching them in weird waves, like 3 at a time. Oh, I see what it's doing. It forms like an ad hoc fighter squadron. So it puts out 3 at a time as a little, like, fighter wing. It's kind of bizarre. Not gonna lie. I mean, how is he getting away with this? I'm gonna go out of Seta, so everything's kind of normalized. Seta can also cause compression issues with simulation, right? Like now you see him getting rock and rolled and he's not able to go to travel drive because he's being shot. Now he will. He has a chance. They'll regen shields pretty quick too. But these guys will hit him. Yeah, he's at it. It's done time. Stick a fork in him. But if I had sat here on Seta mode, he'd have been darting all over the place. His compression mode just screwed up, if you follow me. These are just some things to be aware of. Seta is very useful, but keep in mind it's got its drawbacks. Another thing is when you're on the scene in a sector, everything is generating and happening, whether you see it or not. So those collision events where they clip into an object, you can just simply fix that yourself by teleporting out of the area, and you're all good. But just listen for that dramatic music that I wish maybe they were actually... Why is, like, I just thought about that. Why is that the only music that's playing in my office? I have to have the drama music, but I can't have, like, some chill tunes to listen to. That'll be something else I'll be working on, by the way, when... So I'm going to be hopping off here, but I'm actually working on a mod, something real simple, man, to just add music. So like when you're sitting here in Seta, you don't have to listen to just nothing. More than likely, this is going to cause an autosave probably. Let me see. I'm more than likely going to tie it because I'm assuming this works like a cell. I've never modded this game. But I'm thinking the player office is like a cell, and I don't want to mess with anything in here because it'll populate like bust and little like stuff. But what I'm thinking of is what's this, man? Like, this could be a music player. So if I can make it that this is interactable, and you hit a button here and it starts playing music from the X4 soundtrack, maybe this could be like, skip ahead or repeat, or you know what I'm saying? You could make like 3 buttons here and then just make this station a music spot. So I could maybe alter that because it's repeated up here. And then if I'm able to link, if I can find that out, I'll actually link like your account management into this, because it kind of looks like that, right? Like maybe that would be like crew management down here if it looks the same. Maybe if you look at this, you could like click, no, because that's a ship there. Maybe you could click on that area and it'd bring up ships, and then make it so like over here, this is most assuredly your cache. So maybe you hit this and it's the same as hitting Shift I, so you click on it and you would get like this page. Alright, well, whoops, sorry, your account management page. So anyways, you guys take care, happy gaming, and I'll be on later.